Hi there, I am Veronica. I am in Portland, Oregon right now. This is the Willamette River. I hope I said it right. I wanted to call it the Willamette, but then I asked the lady at the front desk how to pronounce it, and I think she said Willamette. Willamette? I think I'm saying it wrong again. I am sorry, we have a Willamette in Chicago, and I keep wanting to say that. But in any case, it is a spectacular river, and I'm so excited to bring you this video today. Today we're going to be talking about how to create that new story and stick to it. The new story of you being with your perfect person in that ideal relationship. The story of you having more money and being respected more at your job. The story of you switching careers and having a brand new job, living in that dream home. Whatever you are trying to change in your life, you need to change that story. And I'm going to help you with some tips and tricks as to how to do that today. If you would like to learn more about me or work with me one-on-one, veronicaisles.com is the place to go. I also have self-study courses, and you can find them at veronicaisles.teachable.com. So changing the story. You are constantly running a story in your mind. A story of what you think is truth, what you think is coming, what you think is possible. Now that story that you have running on autoplay can be just about anything. It does not have to be based on the failures of the past. It does not have to be based on the current obstacles, the current limitations. It does not have to be based on disappointments. It does not have to be based on any of these things. You can write a brand new story from scratch, and it can be pretty much anything. For example, if you've been rejected by someone, you can write a new story that they regret this rejection, want to be with you, can't wait to be with you, want the same things as you. If you've had someone tell you that they just can't be in a committed relationship or they can't experience love, you can write a new story where it's the complete opposite of that. Now, what makes a new story stick isn't about increasing belief within that story, because you can pick a story, you can write it, you can write this down, you can start to repeat it. But what makes the new story actually come alive is letting go of the old story. That is actually the trick, and that is actually the part that people struggle with the most. This is the part that people get messed up with, because it's not that they can't identify the new story. You can probably identify the new story very well. The problem is the new story doesn't feel nearly as well because you're still holding on to that old story. And it's as if those stories are competing for your attention. They're trying to win out. One of them is trying to win out because there's two of them that are existing there. Only one can exist. And we want the new story to be the one that exists, the one of abundance. So we need to let go of that old story. So what are ways that you can let go of that old story? Well, one of the best ways is to stop feeding it passionate energy. For example, when that old story comes to mind, you stop passionately feeling anything towards it. You don't try to kick it out of your mind. You don't try to yell at it and say, well, that's the wrong story. You just kind of try to invalidate it until it floats away for good. So you stop using your passion, you stop using your energy, you stop using any of your heartfelt feelings towards it. You just kind of let it be there, let it hang out, let it do its thing until it finally goes away. Now you want to feed all of your passionate energy to the new story. But omitting that old story, refusing to engage in that old story, is going to make the new story take form. It's going to make the new story become more vibrant, more alive, more real. So it's up to you to stop paying so much attention to that old story so we can stop feeding it negative energy. Also, when that old story comes to mind, ask yourself, is that who I want to be? Maybe my current results are still reflecting that old story. But is that who I want to be in the future? Is that who I want to be for me? Is that the story of my life that I want? Who do I choose to be? Feelings inside right now, regardless of what the outer world has or does or is. Who do I want to be inside of me? Because again, the outer world could be anything. You can choose to be whatever inside right now for you. That's going to be another way to get rid of that old story. Now, the old story will probably try to not go away without a fight. So don't get frustrated if that old story seems to persist and you keep being reminded of that old story. It's going to happen. And that's okay. Go through the process. The fact that you are trying, the fact that you are attempting, the fact that you are doing the best you can means so much. So we can let go of the old story through not feeding it passionate energy, through choice, because that's not who we want to be anymore. Another way you can get rid of the old story is by reminding yourself that it's just a story. It's just a set of truths that you started identifying because of the circumstances in your life. So basically, you are reacting to the outer world. You formed that story when you were unknowing. You were probably naive. You were probably not being very mindful of your thoughts and feelings. And it's okay. Like, you didn't mean for that to happen. That story doesn't have to last forever. So in forgiving yourself, allowing yourself to just make peace with the past, make peace that that was a story in your past, is another way to just kind of let it go and let the new story take form, that let the new story solidify, let the new story become the story of your life, the story of your world. Now, when new stories take shape, because it happens all the time, whenever someone makes a profound change in their world, it's because they changed the story and they committed to that new story. It's going to happen a little bit at a time, so let it change in its own timing. Don't force it, don't push it, don't resent the amount of time it takes. I think one of the biggest problems that people face in letting the new story take form is the fact that they think it's going to happen instantaneously all at once. And when it doesn't, when sometimes they see contrast, or when sometimes it appears to go a little bit backwards before it goes forwards, they throw in the towel. But again, how badly do you want this? How badly do you want this change? How badly do you want to be the new you in this new circumstance, in this new relationship, this new income bracket? How badly do you want these new things? So ask yourself, am I ready to let go of the old? The old disappointment, the old failure. Am I ready to be the winner? A lot of people are more uncomfortable being the winner because you just don't have much experience with it. So it feels different, it feels unusual, it feels almost like a lie, almost like, good things can't last, but they can. So it's up to you. All right, so I hope that this video can help. I am Veronica. That is the Willamette River. I hope I said it right. If you're from Portland, I'm sorry if I did it wrong. I'm enjoying this lovely city. I'm usually based in Chicago, but today I'm having an adventure. Have a lovely and wonderful day. I hope that this video could help. VeronicaIsles.com is the place to learn more about me. VeronicaIsles.teachable.com is the place to get my self-study courses. Have a good day. And check out a little bit more of this view. So very beautiful. Panoramic. Water all around me. Have a good day.